Hi and welcome to Penser Bank in our analyst presentation of Transtema. My name is Markus Almerud and I'm an analyst here at the bank. So we have initiated coverage of Transtema, a company that installs, maintains and services communication networks such as mobile and fixed phone as well as fiber networks. The customers are primarily the telecom operators. Telia has about 50% of the business and Telenor accounts for some 20%. We think this is a very misunderstood stock and we see about 55% upside in the share. So starting with the markets. So revenues for electronic communication markets have not grown for the past decade, even though traffic through the networks is increasing very rapidly. This has led to the operators looking for new revenue streams. And they are also outsourcing non-core business and infrastructure. Telia, for instance, have over the past few years acquired Seymour, and they have also outsourced part of their towers. So this means that their need for partners have increased, and Transtema is such a partner. If we continue with the networks, so the 5G network is being rolled out, the 4G network is being upgraded. And let me remind you, the 4G networks as they are today are quite full. These networks must be installed and then serviced. The operators do not want to do this, but companies such as Transtema do. So this is a very predictable and quite stable business, so quite attractive. So Transtema set new financial targets last year, and they have marched very quickly towards them. They've seen rapid organic growth, and they've also made a major acquisition test in Norway since they set their targets, and they have already achieved about 70% of those targets after only 1 year. And we think this shows that the company are very good at executing. And the potential to grow is huge. So the company grows in 3 dimensions: adjacent product groups, geographies, and customers. In Sweden, they are a turnkey supplier. In Norway, they have several blank spots, and in Finland and Denmark, they are virtually non-existing. On top, you have the number of clients. So they're large with Telia in Sweden, they're large with Telenor in Norway, but they're small with Telia Norway, and they're small with Telenor in Sweden, and they're small with most of the others, like Tele2, like TDC, like Elisa, for instance. So this is a sticky business, but through acquisitions, you can get a foot in the door and you can grow from there. And this is what they did with Testa. So despite the significant growth, the share has derated significantly. So EPS has grown for about 500% since the end of 2020. If we compare these trends to the trends of the main competitor Eltel, we see similar stock reaction, but a very different earnings development. And we find it odd that the market is completely disregarding Transtema's earnings development. It could be because of Telia, that they are such a large customer, but it's a good customer and they're equally dependent on each other. And also Telia's share of sales have decreased over time. It's gone from between 70 to 80% to around 50% and is moving towards 1/3 over the next few years. So it's an overlooked share. We find it relatively stable, they have good cash flows and huge growth potential, and it's not expensive. P is 8 and EBITDA is at 3. Thank you.